Is your gaming PC ugly? Let's fix that. Today I'll teach you guys how to easily swap your gaming PC into a brand new case. Let's get into it. All right, so this pre-built that I have here is the MSI Aegis ZS2, which is currently sold at Costco. It has a Ryzen 9 9900X and an RTX 5080 with 32 gigabytes of RAM and a 2 terabyte SSD. Now at the end of last year and the beginning of this year, it was really affordable at like $2,000. So if you bought it for $2,000, congratulations. And if you're curious to see what's inside, I'll do the teardown in this video. All right, the first step is to get this thing open, which I'm honestly super scared about. All right, glass panel has been removed. Foam is taken out. Need a screwdriver for sure. We're gonna take the GPU out first. There's also a sag bracket in here that we have to take out. Still need to unscrew one more. Open up that. Oh wow, there's another bracket here. All right, let's open up the back, unscrew this thumb screw, and I should be able to just like pull it off. Okay, we have to somehow get this bracket off, which also includes taking off the front panel. There's 2 screws right here to get that GPU bracket out. And there's 2 more screws. Okay, we can just unscrew it right here. Okay, so now we should be able to go in here and remove this. It's time to disconnect all of these cables carefully. Sometimes these get really stuck to the motherboard. All right, there's a tab here. You're gonna wanna press that tab in with your finger and wiggle this out carefully. There's some more cables, but we won't be able to reach them until we get the AIO out. Okay, they made it so you have to take out the back fan too. All right, no worries. We're gonna take out this back fan really quick. There's 4 screws right here. Before you do anything else, you're gonna have to open these up, free all of these cables. Well, that should be good for our purposes now. This fan has come off, so we should be able to carefully move this now. We totally have to just like unzip tie all of these. Definitely be very, very careful when you're doing this. A lot of these cables. We can get this AIO out now. Okay, we've still got some cables right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this. Now we're gonna go ahead and unplug this CPU fan. And our motherboard should be free to go. Yeah, all we have to do is unscrew it. So there's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws. Now we should be able to take it out. Because we didn't unscrew it from the AIO, we need to carefully remove the AIO as well. All right, now we've got this out. Okay, now we've got this case and I don't actually need it. It's a perfectly good case if you wanna like sell it or give it to someone else. All right, yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop this back panel down. Just gonna put this on, and this is basically just a PC case that anyone can use. All right, so the motherboard on this is the MSI Pro B650 VC Wi-Fi 3. And let's see, what is this SSD even? WD Green 2 terabyte SN3000 NVMe SSD. I don't even know what the speeds on that would be. There's also absolutely no heat sinks, by the way, but you can add 1, 2 more 2280 SSDs if you need the space. Here's a closer look at that SSD. All right, let's take a look at the RAM as well. So this was from Costco like almost a year ago, so I don't know if they're still shipping it with the same RAM, but this one is 32 gigabytes, 2x 16 gigabytes of DDR5, and these are CL38. So here's a closer look at those timings. The board also only has 2 slots, so you can't really like add more anyways. And the CPU is the 9900X. Okay, so part of me was too lazy to repaste it, but I also do just want to see like how well it's pasted. Oh, it's actually not bad. But now that I've opened it, I do have to clean it off and redo it. There's a ton of paste in here though. All right, I've got my 91% isopropyl. I'm just gonna wipe this. Make sure it's nice and clean. Same for that too. Well, anyways, here's a closer look at that. This is now going in the Y70. We're gonna start by removing this little bracket. It's just one screw. Just open that up. Then we're gonna lay this thing down. You should be able to just like, there it is. And I'll just reach in and grab it. All right, problem solved. Now back to this case. We're gonna put the IO shield in. Make sure it's facing the right way. Now we're going to toss this in here. Now we can screw it in. I'm just gonna use the same screws. This is the power supply, by the way. Higher power, 850 watt, non-modular. How to install this power supply, fan side out. We're just gonna put this right here. And then we can screw it in using the same screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we have to just plug in the same cables that were already plugged in before. So the 24 pin, this one goes in the side right here. CPU power in the top right here, top right. And then that's basically it. Oh, you need the GPU one as well, which is this one. Just route that through the bottom. And then you do need this like SATA for the cooler, but all these other cables are just like junk. We could just like zip tie it here. Plugging in this power cable, that's the 24 pin. Make sure it clicks all the way in. And then the CPU one in the top. Now I'm gonna do some front panel cable management. All right, so this blue cable goes near the 24 pin. I'm gonna put that in the front. What is this one? HD audio is in the bottom left. Route that up there. And take this off. This one goes near those other two. This one goes up here. And then the last one is the front panel power connector, which is in the bottom right here. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and plug them in. I've got one here. All right, install the cooler. I'm going to take this air thing off. What is it? What do you call that? Air filter? Dust filter. I'm gonna use the same screws. I'm literally just gonna grab 4 because that's gonna be easier. It's easier to do this like while laying it down. For the video, probably just do it like this. But let's see if I can do it even. I've got this green apple thermal paste. Let's see if it's any good. They give you like a thermal paste, some grease cleaner, and a spatula to spread it. It actually smells like apple. What the hell? Okay, Loki put hella just so I could smell it. But time to put this back. Got these 4 nuts. We're gonna make an X pattern. Oh, this part actually comes off. Now we're just gonna do some cable management. So this RGB cable is gonna get sent straight to the back. And then this fan cable, it's going to go to the back, but it's gonna ultimately get plugged into CPU fan right here. And then there's cables on the AIO as well. We'll just route those to the back for now. There has to be a better way to route this, right? Those are exhaust, so I need some intake fans. So I'm gonna grab these. Thermaltake CX120. I thought I could like do it really cool and make them all pop out at once, but I can't. Anyways, this is what it looks like. The color isn't like an exact match, but I feel like it's good enough. Well, it actually comes with 3 magnetic cables. This just goes right here. And then I'm gonna end up mounting this in the side here. Just like that. All right, it's time to screw these fans in. I pulled the cables through the back. So this power supply was from a Prebuilt, and to save money, they give you non-modular power supplies. So the power supplies that we use, you can normally unplug and replug just the ones that you want. But since this is from a Prebuilt, they just like gave you the cheapest one possible, and that just has all of the cables. So we don't even need all of these cables. We only needed like 2 of them. And you just have no choice but to put it there.
But you can't just cut it off.
I would not recommend cutting it because you could cause shorts, and like a power supply is the last thing I would want to touch because it could light on fire. Should definitely not cut it off. You could just buy a new you could just buy a new power supply for like $100 that is modular. Alright, I'm gonna toss this back panel on. Oh yeah. Alright, now to install the GPU. We're gonna peel that off, open up this, remove this, open up this. We actually need to lower this one, the second slot, and then we're gonna move this to the first slot. Now we're gonna go ahead and slot this in, push it until it clicks, and then screw it in. It's the same kind of screws you use for the power supply. Screw that all the way in. Now to install the GPU, we're going to open the back 2 slots. This is the 5080 that they give. They actually attach this like extra bracket thing on it with a factory seal. I'm gonna unscrew this because we don't actually need it. All right, cool. Okay, and now we can install this. So I have this open. I've pulled this cable to the side. Just gonna carefully align this. Dude, I literally cannot see. Oh, there it is. And here's what the finished build looks like in the brand new case. It is still looking a little plain, so I ended up adding these little IQ lighting triangles to the bottom, and then I also threw in a little screen to go where the back fan normally goes. And this screen can be used to upload your own custom like wallpapers, videos, or you could even use it as another monitor, although I would not recommend it. It was more economical to buy the Prebuilt and then swap the case to whatever case you want now, but this process can be applied to pretty much any Prebuilt. So if you find a Prebuilt for a really good deal, but you don't necessarily like the look of it, you could always swap the case, and it makes a huge difference. Thank you guys so much for watching, and subscribe for more aesthetic PC videos.